Great. So I want to take you all back to the beginnings of Joseph House and learn more for my own curiosity as well. When the idea was germinating, what at what point in that conversation between you all did the name Joseph enter? How did it enter? How did it stick? I'd love to hear more about that.
That's a great question, Rob. First of all, it began with the men on the inside.
Mm.
It began visiting Andre, visiting Sedgwick, visiting others who specifically mentioned Joseph and the Joseph story and what it meant to them. And I was picking up on a pattern that it was, of all the biblical figures, perhaps even more than Jesus, I was hearing, for a period of time, I was hearing a lot of guys talk about Joseph and had a few pretty lengthy conversations with guys that had clearly thought a lot about this text, this story in the Bible. And I remember bringing that into my conversations with Sonia after leaving some of these facilities, just the stories about their fondness for this man, Joseph, the fact, and they would mention the fact that he was in confinement, that he was away from his family, and that he was a dreamer. These aspects of that Joseph story were dear to their heart and dear enough to their heart to bring him up in conversation with me. And then Sonia and I were all of a sudden kind of delving deep into our own kind of commentary on the Joseph story. And, and realizing all of a sudden that this narrative had a lot of power in it for incarcerated individuals.